Flipping NFTs isn't just for Upland. I know I talk about Upland a lot. I know. I love it. It's a passion of mine. I can't help it. I like SimCity too. What can I say? NFTs offer a massive ROI potential, along with being just a really cool collectible to hold on to during the early adoption phases. Hey there. John Henry here, Slingshot Futures Trading Group, SSFTG. Today, I wanted to take a step into the NFTs on Crypto.com on their platform, which is obviously a platform that I am a big fan of as well. And, you know, why I think if you haven't picked up NFTs yet, or you haven't really gotten into NFTs because maybe they're just really confusing, or you're trying to link your wallet and it's not working, and it's really, really frustrating, right? I know, I get it. Especially when you try to do a transfer on Ethereum and it costs $7 million to do. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you will have likely learned that I am a huge fanboy of Crypto.com. I will be the first one to say it. Everything they offer is like candy to me. Now, that said, the reason for this fandom isn't just because of the name. The DeFi platform is incredible. The in-house wallets that they offer are incredible. Every single thing that Crypto.com brings to the table, they rock it out of the park. So when I'm looking at things like their incredible DeFi platform that works flawlessly constantly without any problems, their in-house staking offers and rewards that are actually really good, and even their NFT marketplace now, which is growing every single day. There have been drops from Snoop Dogg and Aston Martin and a lot of really, really big names on this list. This by no means is a small place, and they've got a lot of big actors backing it too. We know, and we've heard the headlines, Crypto.com is buying stadiums. They put in offers on Nadex. They have plans to buy Nadex, of course, assuming that regulatory things go through without a hitch. That would be incredible. I mean, could you imagine? So the Crypto.com NFT platform is naturally going to draw my interest because, first off, I'm a huge fanboy, and second of all, everything they bring to the table is solid, and this is no different. The NFT space is still in its infancy. Based on the stats from CoinMarketCap.com and Rarity.tools and some of the other NFT tools that you can use, there are really only 100 or 200,000 people who are in or holders of NFTs. That's a really, really small amount. I mean, we hear about it constantly, but really the ownership is still in its infancy. It's very small. And even with that small ownership size, they're producing millions of dollars, which is why we absolutely must keep an eye on them. Now, NFTs offer a unique opportunity in that they are non-fungible. It's in the name, non-fungible token, right? And they come with limited quantities. That means that if 2,000 of something was minted, there will only ever be 2,000 of them. There will never be more of that thing because, well, that's all that was made. If you were lucky enough to get in for the first few hundred or even the top 10, you have an incredibly rare asset on your hands that will hopefully continue growing in value. And that's generally what the idea is behind NFTs. Yeah, it's cool. It's artwork that we can hang on our virtual houses someday. But let's be real, right? We want the same thing that everybody else wants. We want an ROI. We want this to actually turn into something more than what it is. The same reason that art collectors buy art. Because, well, yeah, it's cool to have, but let's be real, they also like having an insane ROI. So first off, you've got to go to the Crypto.com NFT website and create an account if you haven't done so already. From there, you just link your wallet from the Crypto.com app. Again, if you don't have that, the link's in the description below. That's the referral links. You can click on those, and it'll get you all set up and get you started. And just clicking the link gets you like 25 bucks of Crow Coin to start out. It's nuts. Which, by the way, again, is going up like it's up like 300% this year. Whatever. Anyway. So first off, you got to go to the Crypto.com NFT area, create the account, link your wallets, get everything together. And then from there, you can either do one of two things. You can look in the marketplace or you can look for drops. Drops are upcoming events or currently going on events. You can see this one is sold out. That came out today and it's sold out already. But if we go to the drop and see what it is, within this drop, if we scroll down, we can see the pack in and of itself. Obviously, I can't buy any because they're sold out. But with those packs inside of them, 40 editions of the blue, 40 editions of the pink, 1 edition of the moon, and 5 editions of coming home. That means that if we were to look in this area, there is only 1 to the moon right here. So given that 1 to the moon is something that obviously if you were to open that pack, you would be very happy to get, because there's only one. That's something incredibly rare comparatively to something else. Now, these are art drops, right? If this is something you're interested in. For me, when I'm purchasing NFTs, I'm not just looking to purchase them because I can get them on a good value or they look like they're a good value to flip. Yes, that's important to me, obviously. Like I said, we're all here for the same thing, right? But at the same time, I also want to make sure that it's something cool that if it doesn't flip, later on when I have my virtual property in Upland and I have my house built in there, I can display it on the walls, right? That's kind of the idea. So when I'm looking at these drops, I don't necessarily care about some of these drops, but if you scroll down a little bit more, you can see all of them that are upcoming. At the time that I'm recording this, we've got a few of interest that are upcoming. One big one that is going to catch a lot of attention because it looks like a lot of other NFTs. Psycho Kitties is going to be a big one that's coming out on December the 16th, which may actually be right around when this video is coming out. But that's going to be a big one of interest. But going beyond that, keep an eye on big names in here, but these are upcoming. These have not gone through yet. They're still waiting. We can go sideways and see if there are any cool ones. But another way is trying to find some good-looking NFTs that are on a good price. Now, what does that mean, right? Well, if we go into some of these that have ended, let's go into the marketplace now and take a look at what's going on. When we're in the marketplace, make sure that you have curated on. Curated means that they're going to come from big names. If it's non-curated, that means that it's going to come from anybody. Because the cool thing about the Crypto.com NFT platform is if you want to become a creator on the platform, you can sign up to be a creator. If you're an artist, if you're a photographer, if you've got a really big backing in digital art and you want to have some fun with it, you can see you can actually create a lot of really cool NFTs, and this is a really good example right here, right? They've got 10 editions of this minted. Now, this looks like it's one person selling it for $1, but hey, it's something to pay attention to, right? Now, these are non-curated. So the ones that I want to focus on are curated because those are the ones that are usually going to have the big names, Snoop Dogg and all them, right? And along with that, we also want to go in sort by, not the lowest price. That's not going to work. I want to make sure, just like all of the other NFT flip videos that I make, that there's some hype. If there's no hype behind it, nobody's going to care. I'm going to be sitting on it for ages trying to sell the stupid thing. So, with that in mind, I like looking at most likes and most views. Most likes, then, if we go in that list, we've got a couple on the page. Right out of the gates, $8. No. I already know what this is. A lot of these are expired and you can't use them anyway, which is why they're so cheap, so I don't care about those either. Let's go to actual NFTs here. One of the most popular ones, 24/7 Trader. Now, if we go into the 24/7 Trader, you'll notice right there have been 2,246 editions minted. Now, I am looking at edition 1247. Don't get tricked into thinking that you've got to buy this one. You don't have to. In fact, a lot of times this isn't going to be the beneficial price. What you want to do is go to select edition. And then from select edition, what we want to do, obviously I'm not really looking to spend $1 million, but that is edition number 1. You can see the value there. But I want to go and I want to look for the ones that are for sale, and I want to snipe the ones that are not on auction. I want a fixed price. Within that fixed price, then, I want to look through the editions, which is what it's sorted by right now. I have no interest in buying one for 1.1 million, 600,000, 750,000. But number 15 is $2,000. Number 23 is $1,500. We have to ask ourselves, is that a good value? Let's go to page 3. 750,000, 29,000, 32,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. All of a sudden, we can see the ball drops pretty fastly on that $50, in the 50 range. But if we're looking back, we're talking the top 23rd edition. Actually, the other one, I think already sold. There's another $1,000 one that sold already while I'm recording this. Okay. Well, either way, we've got the number 15, which is $2,000, and number 23, which is $1,500. That's the 23rd edition. There's 2,000 of them. Right? Look at the ones that are surrounding it. I clicked out of it, so you got to go back in. But if we go back into this and we look, $1,500 for the 23rd edition when the next one's $97,000. The next one below that is $750, $29,000. Here's one, right? 44. There's been a lot of editions that have already traded hands. We've got another one for $1,000. So again, we can see that if I were to come to the table and I wanted to kind of play ball a little bit aggressively, again, I'm not a financial advisor. You're going to hear me say that a million times. I can't tell you what to do with your money. But to me, this would be something where if I were feeling aggressive, these 3 look pretty interesting to me. $1,000, $1,000, $1,000, buy them for $3K, flip them each and try to sell them each for $3,000 a piece. You kind of get the idea here. I'm looking for good additions that are on sale in popular moving markets. Let's keep going though. Got an $800, a $500 one for edition 93, still the top 100 for $500. That could be a quick $100, $200 flip right there. If we keep going through this, number 4, you get the idea. We're hunting for value. Now, maybe you don't want to drop $1,000, $3,000, whatever. I get it, right? Especially going into the holidays. Good Lord, kids' gifts are getting real expensive. Let's go back into the marketplace. We'll sort by the likes, and we'll look for something a little bit on the cheaper side. We've got some that are in the $80 range, but realistically, this was $175 and we were in the $1,000 range. Chances are these are probably going to be like $600 or $700 too. So those aren't going to work. We're going to need to go a little bit further down. Here we go. This one is $25. The hipster sheep. I actually bought and sold this a couple times. So if we go into this one, right, and we check it out, edition 2097. Of course it's $12. There's only 22.77. Right? The only edition way out here that would be interesting would be the last one, right? Just for memes. So if we go in and we set this to for sale, we go to fixed price, and we see, is anybody selling them way too cheap up here? Obviously, there's a price difference, $400, $500, $250, $150, right? This drops really fast. These could be nice little opportunities here. But again, we're trying to hunt value. So let's go a little bit further. $65 for the 42nd edition. Whoa, hang on a second. $25 for that one right there. So if I wanted to go in here, I go in, buy for $25. You use what is here. So you can use a debit or credit card. And give me a second. So I may or may not have just bought that. So this is a really good example of one, right? $25 for which edition? The 94th edition. The 94th. What? Holy crap. So what I want to do with this now, if we look around my editions, I'm so glad this happened. This is perfect. So let's go for the for sales, right? I have the 90th edition. So let's go through these editions and we'll go out to around the 90th or so where I'm at. Now they want are we on the right one? Hang on a second. We'll go in here. We've got for sale. I want fixed price only. And we'll go out 150, 650, 210. Let's go out here. $65 on the 40th spot. And then we're all the way out in the 500s, $100. So we can see that reasonably, that purchase that I just made for $25, if I were to place it for around $60, realistically, I should probably be able to flip it pretty quick, right? Great example of one. So how do we do that, right? Let's go into sell. And what I want to do is I want to set it for a fixed price. How much do I want to sell it for? Well, I just bought it for $25, but man, I would love to sell this for $45. Or maybe let's go for 50. I bet we can go for 50. Let's get $50 out of this bad boy. When we sell it, we're going to pay a service fee of 1.99%. There's nothing you can do about that. That's just part of using their platform. I'll tell you what, though, $1 sure the heck beats $500 on something like, OpenSea. So effectively, we'll receive $49 if this were to sell. So let's go in. We'll post the listing, and bingo bango, just that easy. It is now listed for sale for $50, and it's ready to go. Literally that fast. Now, if we go in here, we can see the history of this, and we can see what's going on. They bought this 51 days ago for $20. I just bought it for $25, and I'm looking to sell it for double my money. This might take a couple days to go, right? This may take some time, but that's totally fine. I've flipped a few of these before, and a lot of them have been edition like 100s or so. Really good example of how you can go about flipping these things, and it's that fast. I bought it with a debit credit card. I mean, it's insane. It's so easy. I wish I could have shown that, but obviously they're going to show details and all that, and I don't want that on the screen. But it's really that fast. And now, just like that, we purchase something for $25, and now we can try to sell it for $50 and see if we can get a flip over the next few days. Seriously, that's what it comes down to. Now, let's say as an example that you don't want to sell this. You'll notice I don't have any other NFTs in here. You can transfer these to your DeFi wallet. So if you want to hold on to these in your DeFi wallet and not sell them, maybe they are collectibles that you want to hang on to. There are a few that I like as well that I want to hang on to. Then you send them to your DeFi wallet and don't sell them. Or you can hold them here too. It's all up to you. But really, really cool example, and I'm so glad that it actually let me show you a possible flip. That's flipping NFTs 101, really. Buy it on the cheap. I like going aggressive. I don't mind selling it for 50. Yes, I know I can probably get 100 if I held on to it long enough. But guess what? If I put 25 bucks in, I sell it for 50 and I can snipe another 2 deals at 25 and I can keep that ball rolling faster, I would rather push it down the steeper cliff. Hopefully that makes sense. That's going to do it for this one, though. I hope you found it useful, interesting, entertaining, and something that maybe you're considering adding to your tool belt as a possible extra source of side income. Always fun to have that. That's going to do it, though. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below. And as per the usual, if you are interested in looking at the Crypto.com NFT profile or any links or anything else, those are all in the description below for you. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you had a fantastic day, and we will see you all in the next. Thanks.